re-established and have nothing to do with the impending arrival of the mysterious aliens.
The McCulloch space station has just been destroyed.
Casualties from the bomb that remains on Mars.
And then system filters display gravitational flux in the
Paris, Peking,
This may indicate
Reykjavik, and Tokyo
Black
head
hole.
the list of recent devastated cities. After the recall from what was once known as
Conflicting farewell speech as these brave soldiers took the fight to the Strogs' home planet. We, the rest of humanity, wish them luck and Godspeed as well.
Mother Goose, this is Red Leader Alpha Charlie 417. Gotcha on the scope, Red Leader. See that big bad dust ball overhead? Mother Goose. Target is acquired. Heading towards that point, X-ray Lima 7.
There's no activity on the surface. GZ still looks clean. Any samples?
Check confirmed.
All right, Bitterman, you are in the green and ready to go.
Shit, what was that? Man, I got a problem here. Some cowboy clipped me on the way in, and pressure's 50% and dropping.
Copy, Bitterman. Your stats are nominal, but proceed to designated target LZ. We'll see what we can... Holy shit! Bitterman! Bitterman! What the hell's going on? We just lost a third of the platoon just as they cleared Sector 9 X-ray. We got a visual on the AA discharge.
Negative, Command. I'm approaching 9er X-ray right now, and there's no heat from the ground. We're coming at me from all angles! Across the board around 10 seconds ago.
Damn it! They've got a low freak EMP down there. Getting clipped just saved your ass, Marine. I just lost all readings from the rest of the platoon. Try and get to the primary LZ and rendezvous with any other squad leaders you can find.
Shit! Just overshot LZ, Command. Man, you copy? Crimes, this thing is a brick! I have no flight control! Repeat, no flight control! I'm south of LZ nearing the summit structure! Ready for craft landing! Coming up! Copy! Man, Command! I have no flight control! All pods launched.
Computer updated.
Establish communications. Priority Alpha.
Computer updated. Computer updated.
Thermals indicate possible camouflage access to light sector 232. DOD confirms bridge is down. Marines, we're at 5% ground force operations. Last recon data indicates access through sewers. Marines, we're at 5% ground force operations.
Computer updated.
Recon established and confirmed heavy fortification near enemy comm facility.
Computer updated. Computer established. Communication uplink established. Computer update.
Marines, we're at 5% ground force operational status.
Initiate scan.